there's a thing called the Cloud Appreciation Society. And the Cloud Appreciation Society is a group of people that believe that clouds make people happier and more imaginative.
Oh, really though?
Yeah, and if clouds didn't exist, people would be less imaginative, they'd be more depressed.
Jo, was geht ab? Herzlich willkommen auf Hiphop.de. Mein Name ist Aria. Ihr seid nicht bei einer neuen Folge von On Point, sondern beim Interview mit Asher Roth, den ich interviewt habe diesen Sommer beim Hype Festival, SNIPES Hype Festival in Köln. Das erste Mal hat es stattgefunden mit einem relativ amtlichen Line-Up, muss ich sagen. Skepta war da, Post Malone, K-Tronada, Fat Joe war da, den ich auch interviewt habe. Und Asher Roth unter anderem auch, andere waren auch dabei. Asher Roth habe ich interviewt, habe ich vor die Kamera bekommen. Sehr, sehr nicer Typ, sehr cooler, freundlicher Typ. Auch live nice, hätte ich ehrlich gesagt nicht gedacht, muss ich zugeben. Guter Live-Performer, sehr nice, sehr, sehr scharf auf der Bühne, sehr MC-mäßig gut abgeliefert. Hut ab, sage ich ihm auch im Interview. Zieht euch gerne das Interview rein, viel Spaß damit und wir sehen uns am Ende ganz kurz nochmal wieder. Ciao!
Herzlich willkommen auf Hiphop.de, mein Name ist Aria, wir sind heute auf dem SNIPES Hype Festival in Köln. Ich sitze neben jemandem, der schon seinen Auftritt hinter sich hat. Asher Roth, how you doing, man?
Well, man, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Performance wrapped it up. You were pretty early though.
Yeah, we went on really early, which is kind of tough because you really have to get kids into it. So yeah. I got into the crowd, slapped some high fives. But yeah, we just wanted to say what's up and get the party started.
And the weather was fucking hot when you
yeah, but it's honestly where I'm coming from in Philly, it's like 20 degrees hotter, so I'm okay.
True story. Long time no see in Germany with you, man. How is it being back here?
It's great, man. I got to run through here a couple months ago, not too long ago, but it was, you know, just kind of saying what's up and getting back here on a bigger stage and with a lot of friends like K-Tronada. Fat Joe's here.
Yep.
I guess Post Malone's here as well. So it's good. It's great to be back, man. I really like the scene out here because they're watching, they're paying attention.
Yeah,
you know?
We definitely do, man. So you're gonna stay until the end to watch Post?
I definitely want to see K-Tronada play. And then, you know, we'll see who else captures my imagination.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was, to be honest, I didn't ever see you perform live, so I was extremely, well, not surprised, but, you know, I was pleasantly surprised that you were very sharp and very on point on stage. It sounded, when you first got on stage, I was in a backstage, kind of, I couldn't see the stage. I was like, this is 100% like the DJ still playing because your voice was so clear and so sharp on stage. It was amazing, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, the live show is really important, man. If it's kind of something that starts to separate the men from the boys, because
exactly.
Nowadays a lot of people can get behind a computer and throw whatever on and tune themselves. Yeah. And so it's when you get on stage and really rock. That's what, you know, if you're here or not, and you really do it. So I pride myself on being a performer.
Now there's a lot that we can talk about you, man. Long time since the Isle of College thing. Obviously, the first thing that comes to mind when you think about Asher.
Right.
How's it going so far? What are you doing right now? Are you still working on a Red Hot Revival album?
I just got back to Philadelphia. I've been in LA for the past 3-4 years making music. And it's been nice, man. Going back to Philly and making the new album there is going to be really important to me, just to pull from home. But yeah, man, I mean, for me, it's just I really pride myself in doing it for the right reasons, and I never wanted to get into music just to be like, hey, let's get rich and famous.
Yeah.
You know, we really wanted to make music that contributed and really wanted to, you know, be a part of a community. So that's it, man. Just working hard, day by day, brick by brick.
Well, you never would think with Asher Roth that this was the intention to make money, because even with your first steps into the game, it was something, you know, you wouldn't go for Isle of College if you was in for making money, you know?
Right.
It's a controversial thing that you tackle.
Yeah, it was a cool record. It was an accessible record. It was a fun record, and you know, fun is a very important part of what I do. I want people to enjoy themselves. I want people to enjoy this life that they have. But at the same time, you know, rap music, hip hop music, and music in general gives us a platform to tackle a lot of issues that are going on. I mean, we live in a crazy world right now. I remember doing Grind, the Grind record, Get Ready, It's a New Day, is about a lot of social injustice stuff.
Yeah.
And some of the more recent work that we tackled on Retro Hash with Fast Life, and then we put out the Rother and a bunch of other kind of singles that we've been using the internet for, because you know, it's just weird. The music business is changing drastically. So it's like, how do we keep attention? How do we do it for the right reasons and still get people to care? So it's been a wild ride, man, but I'm still having fun, and until I'm not, I'm gonna keep going.
Now you said you went back to Philly to record the new thing.
Yeah, I just did my time. I did my time in LA. I love LA.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place to work. But as I get older, I want to have a sense of home. And Philadelphia is that for me. I love that city. It's just rich in culture and history. And you know, Retro Hash, for instance, sounds like Los Angeles. It's very hazy and it has like grooves to it and stuff. And it's kind of smoked out and chilling. But you know, Philly, we should get back to some of the instrumentation, but also just like that East Coast rap shit that I kind of grew up on and I love, and that's right here. So I think it's important to get back to the heart. Obviously use the mind and operate with the mind, but always work from right here. So that's what I'm getting back to.
I think it's interesting that supposedly there's a time in everyone's career that pushes you toward LA, because right now we have that thing with J. Cole also, who came back for Forest Hills Drive from LA, I think, to Fayetteville, and also Drake. I think he recorded the new record also in Toronto, not in LA anymore. What was the intention, or what was the motive when you first moved to LA to do this, to record the album and do the records?
There's just a lot of work there. Everybody passes through Los Angeles. It's a hot zone. It's like New York, Atlanta, and Los Angeles. It's like kind of what they tell you in like programming, that you got to be there to be in the scene. But you know, now with the internet and with my networking and relationships that I have, I can be anywhere I want. I could be in Cologne, Germany, making a new record if I wanted to, and that's beautiful. And I'm going to take advantage of that. I don't feel like I have to be trapped in a studio in Los Angeles, California, doing stuff. I feel like I can be anywhere I want to be. And you know, Philadelphia is my American city, my favorite American city to stay. And who knows, my next record could bring me out east to start coming towards you guys here in Germany or Sweden, you know, Stockholm, who knows? Like, so I'm having fun.
Yeah, beautiful city, by the way, Stockholm.
Absolutely, man. I mean, Brussels. There's so many cities out here. I was actually had a map of just like I brought it out that I took from the weather, because it was just like so amazing to me that there were so many accessible European cities that were just gorgeous, man. So I took it today.
Wow. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
you see that? Wait a second. There we go.
Yeah, man. So you have to see, like, you've got Copenhagen. Copenhagen's amazing. You got Stockholm. Stockholm is amazing.
Yeah.
I hit Warsaw recently. Warsaw is unbelievable.
Poland, yeah.
We go to Prague tomorrow. We'll be in Prague. There's just amazing cities, and then just here in Germany, you've got Munich, you got Frankfurt, you got Berlin.
You've been there to these places?
Yeah, I have. I've gotten a chance to stop by, but you know, you don't want to just be in and out. You want to really experience these things. There's a whole world out there, man, and something like this, Amsterdam, Ireland. You know, getting back to some of my roots in Scotland, you know, and then obviously France. You've got Paris, and so like that's my goal, man, is just to hit all that. You know, I don't feel like I have to be in Los Angeles and like chasing fame or something like that. My goal is to travel, meet people, have experiences, and have fun. And if I can do that through making music, I'm living what I would define a successful life.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the weather in Los Angeles is a beautiful
but it
thing,
also doesn't change, bro. There's a thing called the Cloud Appreciation Society, and the Cloud Appreciation Society is a group of people that believe that clouds make people happier and more imaginative.
Oh, really, though?
Yeah, and if clouds didn't exist, people would be less imaginative, they would be more depressed, and LA is kind of like the same thing every day, and it's great for like retired people or people who just want to chill out. But for me, man, I like weather. I like when I wake up and it's raining, you know. I like the winter. I love the fall. So it's like those things to me, they serve as you know, bits of inspiration and stuff. So I'm excited about the future, and I recognize everything we've done in the past, and you know, my goal is to travel around and get people to come with us.
Have you looked for studios around in Germany already, or is that just a thought to be around here, but not you know, necessarily?
Do you recommend any studios around here? Are there famous studios? Or anything?
We have. I mean, the German rap game right now is at a extremely high level. So according to that, there are a couple of very good studios also here in Cologne and Düsseldorf as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the market's global, man. You don't. It's not just like, oh, if you're from New York, you're popping. It's not like that anymore. Yeah. You know, there's my buddy who's killing it in France right now, Nekfeu. So Nekfeu's like killing it. Like I see some of his stuff, he's like doing like 60,000 kids, you know what I mean? Like there's a whole great big world out there, and it's just important to remind people that, because now if you get on the internet and you're just stuck in your own little vacuum, in your own little bubble, you know, following the same people or whatever, you might forget that there's just this great big giant world, and you should go explore it.
Now, coming back to Philadelphia obviously is a very, very broad decision. Does it mean also for the record that it's going to be more, you know, more personal, more about family stuff, more about your own roots and all that?
It'll definitely be more personal, which I think is always the point. I mean, I want to have fun for sure, but at the same time, we have an opportunity and a platform to tell our stories and our connections and what we care about. So, yeah, I would like to think that as I go forward and people get to know me as an artist, it allows me to be a little bit more personal. So, yeah.
What would you say about the general situation of Philadelphia right now? About the rap game, obviously, you know, with Meek Mill. Meek is from Philly?
Meek is from Philly, yeah.
About
Little
Meek
Uzi Vert's from Philadelphia.
Oh, wow, and he's popping like crazy right now. What's your take on the Philly rap scene right now?
I mean, you know, it's few and far between. Philadelphia, a lot of people leave Philadelphia is what happens. Which makes sense, because you've got New York right there, and then you've got LA, which is like, if you're from Philadelphia, you're tired of the winters. You know, you're tired of the cold weather, and you're tired of the brutal summers. So when LA starts calling your name, you're like, yo, I'm going to LA. And so everybody does it. I mean, I did it for 3.5 years, but then, you know, you start really feeling what's in your heart. So
it's kind of, you know, without being too offensive to LA people, but it seems kind of shallow, because, you know, people obviously most of the time go there for business reasons, which maybe makes it kind of, you know, nobody's really there for personal intention, you know what I mean? Yeah,
people move there with expectations, for sure.
Now, another thing that I want to talk about with you is obviously the EP with Knots that you talked about a long time ago. How's it working with Knots, man? He's a kind of crazy dude, spectacular dude also.
He's an alien. I've worked with Knots for about 5, 6, I'm close to maybe 8 years, and I've never seen him yawn. And like, we are up until like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning making rap music, and he just doesn't yawn. So I'm sure he's an alien, and he just doesn't stop, man. He doesn't stop, and when that's the case, you have a lot to pull from and a lot to be inspired by. So Knots is a friend first and foremost, and he's got that knock, man. He's just got that break your neck stuff, and it's the best, bro. It's great platforms for rappers like myself who like kind of a little bit of open space and some naughty drums that we can just rap on. So and Knots, you know, I blessed that dude with good health. I want him to stay healthy, and wanted him to come out here and tour with us for a little bit when we came out for that Rother EP. But yeah, rooting for that dude, and he's incredible.
I mean, what you see on the record or what you hear on the record, at the end of the day, Knots does things kind of differently. He's very explosive. He does that, you know, machine gun rapping style as well. Almost perfected it.
Yeah, he's got bars, man. Knots has bars. A lot of people forget that Knots can really rap his face off.
Now, is there something different also in his recording style when you go to the studio, where you'd be like, man, how he records, I don't know, this and that passage is just insane?
Nah, I mean, he usually records himself. Like, I never see him record. It's like,
so he's kind of an alien.
Yeah, he's an alien. I never see him record. But like, when I work with Knots, I'll do my stuff, do what I have to do. We'll be in Virginia. I'll rap my stuff, and then I come back the next day, and the whole song's done. So, you know, sometimes you just got to get out of the way and let people like that do their thing.
Now, when can we look forward to new stuff from you, from the things that you recorded in Philly?
So we'll see, man. I mean, a lot of my stuff, again, we like to release singles that are almost treated as albums that have full rollouts, and they have music videos. We did it with Sushi, we did it with Laundry, we did it with the Roth EP. That was like a 3-piece video. So it's tough. I mean, you might not hear us on the radio, but we're consistently putting out music. So that's why it's important for people to follow along, whether it be on my Twitter at Asher Roth, Snapchat is Smash Roth, where we kind of do that's like behind the scenes stuff, and then retrohash.com has everything. If you go to retrohash.com, you can see everything that we've been up to. So yeah, man, I mean, probably start releasing music back to school in the States is September, so depending on when this interview comes out, it'll probably be soon. Yeah, so next month we'll be releasing new tunes, and then Yeah, all through probably top of the year, I have some off-the-cusp weird indie stuff that I've been working on that has nothing to do with rap music whatsoever.
Great.
Yeah, so just staying busy, staying inspired.
Do you do that with the same team that you do your rap stuff with?
A little bit. The stuff that I'm working on now is with producer Oren Yoel, who worked a lot on Asleep in the Bread Aisle. But again, even Asleep in the Bread Aisle was a little alternative. The CeeLo Green record, Be By Myself, some of the stuff on there was a little bit left field, even though it was still rooted in rap music. But yeah, man, always just trying to, I'm not into, hey, that worked, let's do that 15,000 times. Yeah, man, I'm into oh, that was dope, let's try this now, and let's try this. And it might not be the best business, but for me, creativity reigns supreme and happiness reigns supreme, and I'm having a blast. I'm working with people that I love. I eat great food. I get to be here in Cologne, Germany, and life is good.
Yeah, the food part is the most important part.
Oh man, it's everything. It's the fuel.
Yeah. Now you're talking about CeeLo Green also. Is there any collaboration on the new record that might surprise us, that you had, you were amazed by?
No, on the new stuff I haven't. I'm really just starting to sit down and put it together now.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of people. I mean, I've been listening to a lot of Hiatus Coyote. I've been listening to Anderson .Paak's incredible. We did a record called Make It Work. I'm a big Talking Heads fan. David Byrne. I know Toro y Moi, Jake Bugg. These are guys who I'm just man, they really know how to write a song, and they also know how to set a groove. Kate Tronada again. So I want to reach out, find some of the people that I'm inspired by, and that can continue to push me to be a better songwriter and just a better rapper. So, always trying to get better and always try to have some fun.
That's the list, though? That's the list of guests that you got on the album?
No. Those are just a list of guests of in that vein. Those are people I would like to work with. Those are people who I'm inspired by, and who knows what will happen.
I was gonna say, man, that would have been an amazing feature with Jake Bugg, Kate Tronada, Anderson .Paak.
If maybe I can make that happen. We'll see.
Yeah, it would be great, man. Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man.
Great performance. But again, man, I was pleasantly surprised, really, when I heard your voice and I checked for the stage, and I was like, yo, he's actually rapping live with this,
Yeah, don't rap over your vocals, man. You guys should get fined. If you rap over your vocals at a rap show, you should get fined, docked your pay.
That should be reality, man.
And appreciate those clouds, man. Cloud Appreciation Society.
All right.
Peace,
Thanks for your time, man.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, das war das Interview mit Asher Roth. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn ihr Bock habt, zieht euch auch noch den Vlog vom Hype Festival, SNIPES Hype Festival rein, und zieht euch das Interview mit Fat Joe vom SNIPES Hype Festival rein. Ansonsten, das war's von mir, Aria. Viel Spaß. Bis nächste Woche Montag bei On Point. Ja, Hiphop.de. Wir sehen uns. Ciao.